Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Smart Life Club. I am Vicki Helm, and this is the Coffee Break Show. It's Monday, and I want to welcome you aboard. Do me a favor. If you're new here, put your name down there below so I can meet you and say hello. We are multi-streaming right now. So if you are on YouTube, do me a favor, smash that like button and hit that bell notification on the side over there. If you're new here, welcome aboard. This is the Coffee Break Show. We have some fun. We interact. We talk about really cool stuff. And we actually get to share our opinions and thoughts today. There is a boatload of great stuff coming on. It is Monday. If you're here and you are watching the replay, if you're here and you're watching the replay, your job is to hit hashtag replay so I know you've been there. Nice to see you. Good Monday morning. There's the Papa coming on. Hey, Robert C. Stern, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov. So glad you're here on this Monday morning because I know you are so tired now. You probably need a cup of coffee. So glad to see you here. Lori, good morning, my friend. So glad to see you on. If you're new here, please put your name down there so I can talk to you. Today is super important. Today is like, we've been talking about money and the getting of money, and I talked about the next decade coming up, which is 2020 to 2030. This is a huge decade. And we've been talking about how it's going to be during this decade. There's going to be a lot of transformation, a lot of change. And there's so much transformation and change going on. But today we're going to talk about one of the most important changes, one of the most important things that you can learn about the future right now. And that's how income is going to shift. Now, everybody always says to me, how do I make more money? That is the thing they say that's important to them. I don't know how to make money with this. I have to make more money with this. Well, I never start anything going, how am I going to make more money? I start everything with, how am I going to get good at this? I mean, really good at this. I want to be the best in the industry. So here's the thing. We've been sold this habit that there's fast money out there. We've been sold this thing that you can make millions in months. And we talked about that on Friday. We talked about the lie of making millions in months. So what happens is you actually have to become that entrepreneur inside before the money happens. It's not like I'll be a CEO when the money happens. It's that the money happens because you're that CEO, because you're the person who honed that skill. So right now I've got a boatload of books. Hey, Suzanne, nice to see you on. I got a boatload of books out, but that means I had a degree in accounting. I didn't know how to write. Trust me, I had F's in school. I was not the best student on the block. I had a lot of dyslexia and my spelling was crap. So what happened? I had to actually sit down every single day, every day for hours a day and write and write and write and write and write and come up with my first draft of the book. My first draft was so bad that, and I'm embarrassed to say this now, and most of you may not believe it, but my first draft of my first book had to be drafted 8 times. 8 times because I sucked so bad at it. So what happens when we get to the point where there's all this transformation happening all the time? Well, you have to become the person that hones their skills, that remains relevant. I mean, really relevant. So right now, when you don't get paid to be relevant. You don't get paid to get good at your skills. You get paid after your skills are absolutely at the top. You've got to be good at your skills. You put hours and hours and hours into it. Now, here's the thing. The danger is that a lot of people only put hours and hours into one thing. Like, I know how to do this thing, and they want it to be carried with them wherever they go. They want this to be the thing that carries them forever. That's the past. That's not now. We live in the era of disruption. Everything you learn right now can be disrupted, can be made into software, an app, some sort of AI or robotics. Everything you do right now is going to be based on You're honing your skills over and over again till you get the flavor of you. The spices of you enter that. Now, why is that important? Because I want to tell you something. I talked about the transformation that's going to be happening over the next decade. Practice, and then perfect practice creates success. That's true. Right now, I've been doing the coffee break show for over a year, 5 days a week, tirelessly, delivering content, delivering what I know, delivering every single day, delivering my message over and over and over and over and over. And I'm doing it by choice through Facebook Live. And when I do that coffee break show every single morning, I spend somewhere between 20 and 30 minutes giving away my best stuff for free. I'm not good at delivering video. I'm improving, but I'm getting my time in. I'm doing my hours. I'm not saying, oh my God, I've done my 100th video and I haven't made any money yet. When am I going to make the money? Where's the money coming from? How's the money coming? Where's the money? So the question is, when you become good enough, when you get, it's like I am delivering the best of the best of the best, getting better and better and better at video. The only way to get better at video is to get up here and screw it up. I remember last year in the summertime when there was a big thunderstorm and it went boom. And I was right in the middle of my show and all of the electricity went off, all the internet went off. And I was like, well, there's nothing I can do about that. So I got my phone out, clamped back on. And it's like you have to put yourself in the situation where you get good, where you get so good at what you do. Like, I'm not a Diane Sawyer. I'm not a Robin Robbins. I don't, I'm not on the Today Show. I'm on the Authentic Be Real show. That's what I want to give you. And there's going to be turbulence coming. And the turbulence doesn't care about what you know or how to make money. You need to be able to serve a public, serve them. Figure out how you want to serve in more than one way. Not, I know how to do this and you guys should pay me to do this. That's not going to work in the future. You have to have multiple streams of income, multiple, more than one. You have to build your cash flows right now. And I'm going to prove that to you right now. I, as you guys know, like to read. And I read books, but here's my guilty pleasure right here. It's the latest Forbes. And in the Forbes magazine, I like Stephen Forbes articles right here. This is Stephen Forbes. And this one was so important, I highlighted it. And it's a couple of profound paragraphs that if you care about your future, you have to know about right now. Now, the future doesn't care about what you think about it. It doesn't care about your opinion of it. It doesn't care whether you think it's fair. It doesn't care whether you think what you think. It's going to happen because that's what the future does. It unfolds. And it unfolds in a way that I think, if you're aware, is very advantageous. The future often tells you what's going to happen. And this just told us what's going to happen. The title of the article is, "With Libra, Zuck is a Hero," which is Zuckerberg. Libra is the cryptocurrency of that. So I just want to read you these two paragraphs because this is what's happening now. This is what's going to happen in the future. You guys, I see you coming on. Do me a favor and put your name down below or down to the side wherever you are, so I know that you're on board. Thank you for being here. I'm so glad that you are here today. It's an important day. So this is what the article says. Libra is a cryptocurrency. It's a cryptocurrency that's coming out from Facebook. And Facebook is a very, very powerful entity, just like Google, Amazon. Those are the big online retailers or tools or platforms that people use. So this is the paragraph I want you guys to hear. And this gets to the real reason the idea of Libra is so troubling to so many politicians, government bureaucrats, banks, and economists the world over. Libra could do to the central banks what Uber and Lyft did to the taxi cartels, bust up their monopolies, or to coin a phrase, give them a run for their money. Libra would be backed by a basket of cryptocurrencies and gilt-edged financial instruments, thereby overcoming the biggest flaws of other cryptocurrencies today, and that's their instability. 4,000 years of experience demonstrates that gold would be the best tie, but Libra's basket would still vastly be superior to anything else out there. When Libra is up and running, a Facebook user, this is the thing that Libra could do. Hey, Jeremy, nice to see you on, buddy. When Libra is up and running, a Facebook user could obtain a digital wallet called a Calibra and could then send units of Libra to another Calibra wallet holder anywhere in the world. The results would be instantaneously revolutionary. Under our current system, it's expensive to wire money across borders, not to mention the hours or days it takes for the funds to clear. Banks would be cut out of the process entirely. I want you to hear that again. Banks would be cut out of the process entirely. What a combination Libra offers: convenience and currency stability. Now, what does that mean? When you're looking at cryptocurrency and the bank is cut out of it, the question I would be asking myself right now is, how do I get Calibra? How do I understand more of what Libra is? Good morning, Robin. So glad you're on. And so what happens with Libra and these cryptocurrencies is I am going to post, because I found the data, I'll post it in the Smart Life Club. There's a video that'll tell you exactly what's happening from TechCrunch. Why is this so important? Well, because Calibra and Libra are coming out in January 2020, the very beginning of the year. So what does that mean for people? That means the buying power of the dollar or other currencies in the world are going to suddenly have a new competitor, and it's going to be cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies are part of this. Good morning, Marie Jo. Nice to see you. Good morning. Happy Monday to you too, my friend. So what we're looking for in the future is there's going to be chaos. Remember when Uber first came out? Not Lyft. Lyft is now the competitor of Uber, but Uber was out first. And what happened? Well, it used to be that New York taxi cab drivers had to get a medallion, and the medallion actually cost $1 million. And within a few months, it dropped to $800 to $700. The price of the price of something came down because there was a new kid on the block who said, welcome to Uber. You don't have to buy a medallion. You have to pass this. You can make an income as a part-time taxi driver when you want, when you have time, when you feel like it's worth it. And a bunch of people said, yes, I want that. Well, right now, if you deal in money or shopping, you have to know that Amazon also has created its own cryptocurrency. Now, I want you to think about this for a minute. Amazon owns 65% of the global retail market. I want you to hear that again. Think about that. Not 65% of the American market or 65% of Canada's market. It owns 65% of the coin. It owns 65% of the retail market of the world. Now, imagine if it came out with its own money. How relevant would your dollars be? Think about that for a moment, because it does beg to say, if they come out with their currency and I can use Amazon money to buy Amazon products without fees, without delay, if I could transfer money with Libra right to somebody and bypass that bank. When my family had an emergency and they said, hey, we need $2,000 or 2,000 Libra, or we need to buy this, I could ship them the money, ship them the product, or ship them anything instantly, bypassing every single rudimentary old school system that's going to collapse. It's no different than when than when Travelocity came out and the travel agent died and died very quickly. It's no different than when the taxi cab. This is the next evolution of what's happening. Don't let it scare you. It's not supposed to be scary. One of the cool things that'll happen is that Libra has this wallet where all of your transactions are private. It's not on your Facebook page. It's not there for everybody to see. I just bought this and it cost that much, and now they're mailing it to my house. That's nobody's business. So that privacy and that security is even protected in that way, where it's not with a Visa card. You can pull a Visa card up and everything you buy is literally on that Visa card. Everyone knows what you bought, when you bought it, and where you bought it. And that lack of privacy is going to be extended. That privacy wheel, because Calibra is a wallet, will be extended in there. But here's the truth. And here's the thing about the beginning of the tumultuousness in the transformation. And I want to say this very clearly, because a lot of people, when they see this, they go, uh-oh, it's the mark of the beast. Armageddon is happening. This is going to happen. Jesus must be coming back soon. It's going to happen there. This is all what they talk about in the Bible, blah, blah, blah. We don't actually know that. We know that a new currency is being created. And at one point in time, a new currency and a banking system was set up in the United States. Back when we became an independent country, there was a money that was created by states, and every state had their money. And what happened was that wasn't effective. It wasn't effective to have their money. So we created $1. The dollar bill became the currency of all those times. Now, was it a rough time in the beginning? Yeah, it was topsy-turvy in the beginning, but it wasn't Armageddon. And you don't want to tell yourself that negative narrative. You want to know what's happening, because when Uber took out the taxi driver, it brought a lot of opportunity to families. Guys that wanted to have a part-time job so they could buy some extra things for their family were out doing Uber drives, and they were out doing things. Now, is everything perfect? No, Uber's not perfect. Lyft is not perfect. Nothing is perfect. But every time we take a step into the future, we make it more perfect as we use it, because we're like, oh, we need to add this. And then we come out with Lyft 2.0 or Lyft 1.0. My point in saying that is Libra is coming out January. I'm going to be participating in that because I participate in investments and I have cryptocurrencies and lots of them. And I enjoy cryptocurrencies and what they can do. And I enjoy blockchain, and it really helps corruption go away. These are the things that are going to happen. But in January, when it begins, people are going to get the wallet, and there's going to be 2.0 wallet, 3.0, and people are going to learn how to use, hey, Karen, nice to see you on, my friend. People are going to learn how to use cryptocurrencies. They're going to learn how to use their wallet and pay directly to something or someone. So when we go into a shop and they're like, yeah, I take Libra. And you're like, well, how many companies take Libra? Well, before Libra came on, you'll see in the video, because I'm going to put a video inside the Smart Life Club that will explain Libra and all the companies that are there. And they're huge companies, huge, big companies that are taking Libra, companies that we use fundamentally every day, so that you can buy with your Libra from here to there without the bank being involved at all. Your privacy protected. Your absolute lack of taxes and fees and other things are going to be an issue for states, and they're going to be an issue for governments. I don't know how it's all going to unfold. I do know this, though. January, in that Forbes, it's in Forbes magazine. It's the latest issue of Forbes. It's this one right here, the one with the $1 Million Man. You can go in and you can just read the whole article right here. It goes from here, and then it stops over here. Right here is where that stops. It's a short article. You could just go into a magazine place, read it online, or do what you need to do. But know this, change is coming. It's not necessarily to harm you. It's to empower you. It's to help you command your own wealth, your own freedom. It's to let you know what's there. And I think it shouldn't be that you're constantly thinking about, how am I going to make more money? You want to think about, how and what skill sets do I need right now that I can improve on right now that are going to get me through the next decade. And if that's writing, you need to learn to write. If that's selling skills, you need to learn to sell. If you need to put up an online business, you need to learn to put the online business up. And it doesn't happen overnight. There's not like, hi, if you're starting at zero experience on anything, zero experience, it's like, hi, I'm new to gymnastics and I've been here 6 months and nobody's invited me to the Olympics. In fact, it's 6 months later and I haven't even been to a high school meet. How come? Well, because you need more practice. You have to get out there right now and make sure that you are managing your day as to what assets, what cash flows do I want to build right now? All of your cash flows must be passive. So here's the skill set. Here's the skill set that I learned. The skill set I got good at is creating passive cash flows. Creating passive cash flows. That's skill number one. Skill number two, buying creative cash flows. Buying cash flows or creating cash flows. Those are the things you want. You don't want to be like, how do I make more money? You want to say, how do I build cash flows for my future? You want to learn the skill sets that are required where you can take something and make a cash flow out of it. And if it's your first cash flow, guess what? It's gymnastics time for you. You have to get good at the skill sets of doing it. You get good at the skills of talking about it. You get you get the skill sets of doing it over and over. Gymnastics. You get to practice stretching and growing and moving and doing everything you need to do in your body to move in that way. Libra comes out in January, said Karen. That is correct. January 2020. I'm going to put in right now, if you want to know exactly when Libra comes out, in the Smart Life Club, I'm going to put the video. And Smart Life Club, if you're on YouTube right now, Smart Life Club is on the Facebook page. So just type in the Smart Life Club on Facebook. It'll come up. All you have to do is join. The data is in there. It'll be in there for you to use or look at. But I'm going to put the videos and the sign up links and the information you need from TechCrunch and everything else so you can see what's happening with this. This is a huge deal, what's happening. So we can postulate. We can think, oh, Zuck is trying to take over the world. Maybe he's the mark of the beast and the saint and the da-da-da-da-da-da, whatever you want to think. I don't believe that. I believe that there are people out there right now who are trying to make things easier for the wealth to change from this group of 1%ers who, no matter what president, no matter what party, whether Republican or Democrat, have always let these people have more breaks, more this. And I think they're trying to make it easier for people to get the most value for their money, to get the easiest, least feed, taxed, everything else value for their money. Do I know what's going to happen to governments? Nope, have no idea. Do I know if it's going to fly or die? Nope, I have no idea. Do I want to experiment with it and see how it goes? You bet I do. I do. Because I have transferred money from the UK to the United States and from the United States to the UK. And it takes forever. And wouldn't it be easier if I could just do it like that? Just boom. And there's all these fees when you ship money and all of that would be gone. So in the moment, don't let your mind run off with a narrative that you have no backing for. Stay present to the moment. Opportunity happens because people notice the guys in the garage and they go, that Paul and that Bill Gates, I think they're actually onto something. They can make something happen. They don't judge them and go, God, look at those two nerds in the garage. Evaluate opportunities. The world is going to transform with or without your permission. What you can do is take a look at the things that are happening right now. There are a lot of opportunities. You've got to get good. The skill sets are, what are your cash flow skill sets? So if it's sales is a good cash flow skill set, just sales skills, period. Communication skills, whether it's written communications, verbal communications, memes, it doesn't matter what form of communications you say it, you got to get good at it. You have to be authentic and yourself. I want to just say Marie Jo popped on, and she said, heading for equality of chance, about time, only if one takes action right now. Yes, that's the thing. Equality is about having a level playing field that everybody can get on. And those who really go after it can get it done. And here's the thing. I want to let you know, I write books. That's what I do. And when I get a book idea, I don't wait. It takes me 10 to 14 days to finish a book. And I'm talking over 100 pages, well into several things. I outline the book. I know what I got to get done. But when the idea is timely, you don't want to go, yeah, I'll get around to writing that book. Maybe I'll get it some. You got to get on it. The world loves the action taker. They do not like the ruminator. I'm just going to ruminate about this and see if it might be good, blah, blah. It passes you by. Opportunity knocks on the door. If you don't answer, it goes to the next door and it knocks on it. And if they don't answer, it goes to the next door and knocks on it until somebody answers that opportunity. If opportunity knocks and you are not taking advantage of it, then you cannot blame anybody but yourself. So here's the time. It's not 2020 yet, which is why I'm talking about these things right now. Even if it took you 2 years. So I want to let you know the secret. I'm going to tell you the truth. The first year I was a writer, I made nothing. But the second year, I had a pretty good year. I continued to write and I made nothing, zero. So the third year, I continued to write and I wrote every day for about 8 hours a day. 8 hours a day. The third year, I really scored. I made nothing. Year number 4, I was determined. I was like, I am going to make a boatload of money this year. Year number 4 was a great year. It was a superb year. I made nothing. Year number 5, I made $500,000. So for the first 4 years, I didn't make squat. I worked and 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 figured it out, worked 8, 10, 12 hours a day. And even if you're saying, I don't have 8 or 10, 12 hours a day, you have that. I didn't have it in the beginning. I was an accountant in the first part of the day. I would come home and write and do what I needed to do to learn every day. And sometimes I had 2 hours. Sometimes I had 4 hours. But when the weekends came, I did whatever I needed to do. The first 4 years were about getting to be good at writing, getting my system together. That 5th year was my belief year and everything just transformed like that. Now, that was way back when their internet was brand new and not a lot of people knew about it and it wasn't there. Now you can knock out a book in 14 days. Heck, you can buy books right now and put your name on it and go, here, this is a book in our library over here. And you can buy it for $3. There is so much you can do to get good at what you do. But the transformation is, are you willing to suck at getting good? Are you willing to suck at what you do and do it over and over and over and over? It's like I told you in the beginning. My first book sucked so bad, absolutely so bad. I had to do 8 drafts of that book. 8. I'm surprised the publishers weren't like, yeah, get rid of her. She's like 8 drafts later. She can't do the book. 8 drafts before they said, yes, now this is good enough to publish. Are you willing to get rejected all the times you get rejected from publishers, to have the one publisher teeter about publishing you because you suck at your writing? Are you willing to go jump out there in that lake and get good at it? So whatever you do right now, that's what the world is asking. The standard of excellence. I want you to pay attention to this so much. The standard of excellence goes up every day. Every day, there's somebody out there who's willing to be excellent. Every day, there's somebody who's willing to be even more excellent, to do the best work they can, to take the best action they can every single day. And if you want to be successful, that's what it takes. Your excellent A game every single day. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about more of that transformation and what you can do. Thank you for being on the Coffee Break Show today. Remember, if you're on YouTube, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification button, and we'll see you there. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, Instagram. Thank you, everybody. I will see you guys tomorrow, 9 o'clock on the West, 10 in the Mountain, 12 noon on the East Coast. Mwah! Peace out. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for being here. Bye.